Today we will be working on Math Lesson 12.1, page number 597. Take a look at our sheet here, and today we are learning about 3D shapes that are called solids. They pop out. And we're remembering what 2D shapes are, the flat ones. So if you take a look at my shapes up here, can you tell which ones are 3D and pop out and which ones are flat? We want to be able to identify those 3D shapes on our page today. So if you take a look at each of our solids, let's learn the names of them. This one is a cube. Echo, cube. This is a sphere. It's the ball shape, sphere. Here's the cone. And here is a cylinder. And this can be a little tricky. If you look up here in the picture, we're going to focus on the items that are here on the floor and up here on the wall. We want to circle all the shapes that are solids. They're 3D. They pop out, three-dimensional. Okay, so if we look back up here, we can sort these shapes on whether they are flat or pop out. This one is an ovoid, and it pops out. It's an egg shape. Here's our cylinder. I'm going to put it over here with our egg shape. Could you tell this one is 3D? It's a rectangular prism. Here is a cylinder. Can you tell how the light kind of makes it white here in the middle? It is a solid too. Now this one is a flat rectangle, so I'm going to move it over here. Can you tell this one? Yeah, that's a triangle. It's flat. How about this one? A hexagon. It's flat. Here's a sphere. Can you tell it's a ball shape? Look at it closely. Let's take a look. Here is a cube, goes over here with the solids, and finally here is a circle. All right, we have sorted all our 3D shapes and on all our flat shapes. So take a look at your page. The directions say circle any triangles, rectangles, squares, and hexagons, and we're going to change that direction. It wants us to find flat shapes first. I don't want you to circle them. I want you to slash them. Okay, so get a crayon. I don't care what color. Look for the flat shapes, the 2D shapes. Do you see them? Okay, there is a hexagon here, so slash it. And look, here's 3 shapes on the wall. A triangle, a circle, and a square. We are going to slash them. All right. Now, I would like you to switch colors and find all the 3D shapes like these. Okay? 3D shapes pop out. Now, we're looking on a flat piece of paper, so it's kind of hard to tell which ones might be 3D. Focus down here on the floor. We have a sphere, a beach ball here, so circle it. Here's a cone, circle it. We have our cubes, let's circle them together. Our blocks, here's a box, circle it. And this looks like a can, circle it. All right, so we have our 3D shapes, our solids, and we have our flat shapes, and we've sorted them by circling and slashing. And I am going to hold true on that rule. So flip your paper over. Let's take a look at what Descartes and Newton are doing. Okay, Newton is looking for the solid shapes. Okay, so he circled the solids. I can tell this is a solid because I see a shiny reflection on the side of it, and then here's the top of it. That tells me it's a solid. So we will be circling the solids. We have our cube and our cylinder. And Descartes is saying to rectangle, or excuse me, put a box around these shapes. I don't want you to do that. I want you to slash the flat shapes. Slash the flat shapes. So let's remember that direction. Let's take a look in our row here. Can you identify all the 3D solid shapes? Now, remember that clue I gave you. Look and see if there is a white shiny part on it or if it's just a plain color. Did you find them? Circle the solids. Circle the solids. Here's a cylinder, here's a sphere, and here's a cone. These are solids. Did you see how you can tell they're solid? Because it has like a little white patch on it. Okay, now look at the rectangle here. It's a flat shape, so I am going to slash it. Okay, look in this next row here. Can you tell which shapes are flat and which ones are solids, 3D solids? Circle the solids. Here they are. Slash the 2D flat shapes. There's an oval and there is a rectangle. All right, did you get it? All right, let's take a look at our practice sheet. Put your finger on little green apple number 1. We are going to use the exact same rule that we started. I want you to circle all the solids in each row and slash the flat 2D shapes. Now remember, when you're looking for solids, the clue to tell if it pops out or not is you're looking for a little shiny white color on the shapes. So did you notice here in little green apple row number 1, these two are your solid shapes. So you should have circled those two. Here's a cylinder and here's a cube. Echo those words. Cylinder and cube. Now our other two shapes are flat. They're 2D. So slash the rectangle, slash the circle. Now look in row number 2. Go ahead and circle your solids. Slash your flat shapes. Go on to row number 3 and 4 when you are finished and do the same thing. I'll give you a minute to go ahead and get your answers written. All right, are you finished? I'm going to show you the answers here. Okay, here is a solid. I'm going to go ahead and do the solids in this row, and then I will go back up and slash. Here's a solid, here's a pyramid, rectangular prism, a pyramid, and a cone. Down here in row number 4, here's our sphere. I can tell it's a sphere because I see it shiny here, a little bit of white showing. Here is a cylinder, here is another cylinder. Look at how different these two cylinders look. This one is short and stubby, like a can of tuna, and this one is like a log. And here's a cone. I can really see it shiny. So all the shapes down here are solids. Now I'm going to go back up here and I'm going to slash my flat shapes. Here's a circle, a hexagon, and this is a square. And in this row we have a triangle. All right, does your paper look like mine? Okay, let's take a look at the back. We have, it looks like a bedroom, and we are going to circle all the solids, the 3D shapes. Circle all the solids. So take a look on the carpet and up on the wall. Carpet and wall. I see a solid. You see them? Circle all the solids. Okay, here's a sphere. Here are cubes. Up here is a globe. That's a sphere. This looks like a cone and a cylinder. I bet we can even count the dresser here, or the shelf, and the bedside table. All right, let's take a look. Should we count the crayons too with the crayon box? We know they are cylinders and a cube. They're 3D, they pop out. So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Put your 8 down here where it says three-dimensional, 3D shapes. Those are our solids. Those are the ones we just circled. Now you remember our rule. Our two-dimensional shapes we are going to slash. Those are the flat ones. So let's start here on the carpet. Do you see a flat shape? Right here's a piece of paper. Here's a little rug. Here's a picture on the wall. And you know what? I'm going to even count this oval flat rug. So let's count our slashes. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 2D shapes. So let's remember how we change these directions. You're going to circle solids. You will slash flat shapes. So when we take a look at our homework, up here at the top, I want you to fix it. Here's our directions. I want you to circle the solid shapes, the 3D ones that pop out. And the way you're going to tell is you're going to look for that shiny white color on the shape to show you that light is reflecting off of it. It's 3D, it pops out. And if it's flat, it's just a plain color. Now, you're circling the solids. You are going to slash the flat shapes. You're going to do that here in each of these rows. Circle the solids, slash the flat 2D shapes. On the back, you will follow those same directions. Circle your solids, slash your flat shapes, and down here in the picture, it's just like the bedroom scene that we practiced together. You will circle everything that is a solid, okay? And you will slash the flat 2D shapes. When you get finished with your homework, remember to put it in your red homework folder. Make sure you have your name and number on there.